Hello, Annalisa Vasquez here, Spring Semester 2015, and welcome to my school library web Parsons evaluation. I chose the Crittenden Middle School Library webpage for this assignment. At first glance, the page seems simple and very neat, but once you click on the online library, Mary Holland Library link, then you're transported into a world with many other options for stakeholders. Okay, for example, one of the first things that I noticed that caught my attention was the Shelfari feature here. This would be a great resource for students. Okay, students are able to go through like a virtual bookshelf, click on a book, read a synopsis, look at reviews written by other people who have read the book, both at the campus and other places. And so another feature that's really handy for this tool is it's not only for students, but also parents can come through here and see the notes. That way they can be more informed about what their child is reading. So that's the Shelfari feature, and that actually coincides with Standard 3, Principle 3A, which says that the library is to provide students with campus-wide and remote access to electronic library resources through a library design portal. School Library Program Standards and Guidelines for Texas 2005. Another feature that I found helpful for parents was at the home page, which is it's convenient for parents, easily accessed, is the middle school summer reading list. You click on that, you'll get an online version of recommendations put together by the librarian and the Newport Public School System. Also, you have here not only a list of the books, but you've got questions for parents to use in order for them to gauge the comprehension of their child's reading. And so this coincides with Standard 5, Principle 1G. It encourages students to read during summer months and provide a way that is accessible to parents. School Library Program Standards and Guidelines for Texas 2005. The third thing, as a classroom teacher, as a specialist, one of the things that would be extra helpful would be to access this collaborative lessons communications forum. Okay, this would be a great spot to collaborate with other teachers at the campus and actually upload what the students have done. They can go in here and demonstrate, like the final product, or they could even upload a lesson plan. I don't see one here specifically for this project, but I believe that that's pretty much the intention, and maybe that's something that was lacking slightly. For the collaborative lesson tool, it is supportive of the Texas Standard and Guidelines for Texas, Standard 1, Principle 1, which calls for collaborative instructions with teachers, 2005. All right, another thing, for the community, there is the Crettenden's Knitting for Life organization here. It's a group of students. They get together, and what I really enjoyed about this group is that they are they're looking for a problem-driven research, and they are coming up with real-world applications for it. So they found a need to donate scarves and things like that to people in the community, and in the meantime they are doing problem solving. They're learning new skills, advancing their old skills. So that's Standard 3, Principle 4, engaging students to carry out problem-driven research with real-world applications. School Library Program Standard and Guidelines for Texas 2005. Okay, lastly, this school library page could also be used by principals and administration. If you go to the main page here at the library site, you're going to go down and you'll see that there's a visitor counter with a heat map, or a map that shows where people who are actually visiting the site are from, or where they're living. So I think this is great because it provides that data that administration wants to see. This number here shows that this website is generating a lot of hits. A lot of people are interested. They're coming here to using it for different resources. And you can tell it's not just local, but it's also worldwide. So this can provide the data, which is extremely helpful for not only the principal, but the librarian as well. So using that data would support the library program consistent with Standard 2, Principle 4, which states that librarian manages a successful program by demonstrating the value through data collection. School Library Program Standard and Guidelines for Texas 2005. So again, maybe one of the things we could add here would be like maybe something that counts AR books that are read or AR points that are gained by the school. That would be a nice little addition to schools that are supportive of the AR program. Again, this library website does an excellent job in providing resources to its stakeholders in a variety of formats, both in the library and online. Thank you very much.